So can you just sort of let me know what happened the other night?
Well, I got up, I heard a noise, and I opened my eyes and looked at the clock, and then I saw a shadow, in the corner of my eye, I saw a shadow go by from the kitchen to the living room, and so I thought it was a cat at first. Then I realized that it was too high. So I got my gun out from underneath my pillow, and I came out here, and there was a guy standing here going through my drugs. And I put my gun on him, told him to sit down on the coffee table. He sat on the coffee table, and he said, "I'm here to rob you like everybody else." And I said, "What?" And he just kept pointing his finger at me, going, "You." Like that, kept pointing his finger at me. So I was petrified. I was scared. So I called 911. I got them on the phone, and I told them I had an intruder, and I had him at gunpoint. And if he moved, I was going to shoot him. Well, about that time, he decided to bolt out the door. So he ran out the door, and I spun around and shot him just as he left the entryway there.
Right over there.
Oh.
All right. And now you had a revolver? Was that you had a revolver, like a
Yes.
6-shooter?
Yep.
And when had you bought that weapon?
The day before.
It seems like quite a coincidence. How do you happen to
I've
have
been
that
robbed
happen?
5 times in 6 years, and I'm getting sick of it. The last time was just 3 weeks ago. So I'm thinking the guy that robbed me 3 weeks ago is going to come back and get me, or rob me again, because they're figuring me for an easy mark because they can't hear. So I went and bought the gun.
And they're generally after drugs?
Yes, they're after my drugs. My
Basically,
prescription drugs.
like painkillers or something of that nature?
Yes.
And now my understanding is you're a retired lobster fisherman
Yes, from Vinyl Haven.
from Vinyl Haven.
Yeah.
And when you talked, after you'd shot the shot, what did the 911 operator say about that?
Well, she told me on the phone, she says, as we were sitting there, she says, "Don't shoot him, don't shoot him." And about that time, I spun around and shot him. But I was scared he was going to come at me.
What did the police say when they got here about that, the shooting?
I was so nervous that I don't remember. It was horrifying. I don't want to shoot anybody, you know. It was just horrifying. My heart was beating so hard that they thought I was going to have a heart attack, so they called 911, because what do they call it? I have had 3 heart attacks already, and my heart is it's failing. It's progressively getting worse. So.